You mentioned that local community involvement is so low. How do we increase those numbers? How do we emphasize the importance of being involved in local government?
So I think that if I had to give the biggest piece of critical feedback to conservatives, it is to complain about the macro and to allow the macro to impact the micro. What the most important critical way to answer all those trends is, well, then what are you doing? Do you believe patriotism is important? Do you believe having children is important? And sometimes you have to put the duty above the expediency. The country does the opposite right now. That's why money is going up in the value and everything else is going down. And it's not easy, but boy, is it fulfilling and it's life-giving, I have to tell you. Kind of seeing the excesses of modernity, just always caring about yourself is an awful existence. And it's baked into all of our education system, into our schools. You don't even notice it. How often do you hear a young person have to say that, I'm going to do the right thing even though it's the more difficult thing? So how do we start to change community involvement? You are the solution. Just do it yourself, right? And that's where micro action matters. We got about 100 emails on this genre and about 30 that were really explicit and 10 that would take your breath away of all of our listeners and our viewers, of grandmothers that said, I hope my grandkids don't have kids. I wouldn't want a kid to be born into this world. And I think that is an unbelievably evil thing to believe. It is having a crisis of fear, of a posture of fear, an attitude of fear. No, you do the right thing regardless of the weather. I mean, people say, Charlie, you going to have kids in this mess? Of course, because maybe they'll be smart enough to solve it. Maybe we're going to raise good people. How do you have hope without having children? I get these emails of these people, and they say, it's all so dark and broken. You got free choice. You got agency. Do something about it.